I think she knows exactly what Alicia's expecting.
I mean, she knows exactly what Alicia values among besides freedom. So yeah, I guess.
I owe you a lot for helping me, Alyssia. Do not worry. I have no intention of backing out from our deal. I will help you achieve your goal. That being said, I am still on the weak side. I would very much like to leave the mansion. I don't even remember when was the last time my eyes gazed outside. Excuse me if I seem a bit impatient, but I want to see the world again.
That's true. Let's get out of here before anyone comes.
We have a carriage waiting.
Won't they try to hunt you down?
They would be foolish to try. Well, foolish or mad, I'd say the later, considering what's waiting for us outside. I'm assuming you guys are headed upstairs, correct?
Yup.
Presumably.
By the way, if anyone's wondering why I summoned a mist elemental to enter my own body, it's to counteract her if she decides to control my blood.
Sounds good. Right.
Because, you know, mage.
As you guys are heading outside, you see that she looks extremely, well, happy that she's leaving her prison, even if it's under, well, strange circumstances. And the fact that you say there's a carriage waiting, she seems to be like a very excited kid that's been taken outside of her household for the first time in years by her parents or something. She is surprisingly expressive about the situation. However, as you start heading towards the entrance of the mansion, you see that her smile is fading little by little and becoming sadder and sadder, until you realize why she has lost her, joy. Because as you are heading outside, there are no longer any monsters around. Well, not ones that are alive. All the strange monsters inside the mansion, the chimeras outside, everything is lying dead, and there's a single person in the courtyard waiting for you guys to, exit the mansion.
Better not be fucking blonde.
Is it Logan?
It's never fucking Logan.
It's always Logan.
Logan
I'm
in
gonna
a
keep
swivel
questioning. It's Logan in a wiggle chair, and I'm gonna keep guessing that
wiggle
until
chair.
it is. Oh, it's Urias.
Urias
Wiggle
is
chair?
just casually standing
Yes.
in the courtyard, surrounded by a pile of corpses, waiting for you guys.
I still can't get over the look of his abs. They look like terrible.
It's fine.
If you can draw one better, go ahead.
Iris is
I
gonna look
can.
a bit
I can draw them
confused.
better.
He is a
And
living corpse, so you know.
Urias? The last person
Hello,
who
Iris.
ever think you're meeting here.
You thought that you could bring such an interesting being out of her prison and I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
worry
their
about it.
artistic
Urias, I have
freedom
no idea what you're
sucks.
talking about. We were here to stop this evil man from fleeing her. Sadly, we were too
Yeah,
late.
no, you see, this isn't even her. This is just my best friend. It's her twin sister. And we're just... Stop drawing a dick.
Jesus.
This is
Iris,
my
you
best
quickly
friend
realize
slash her
that you
twin
got the
sister.
wrong impression of what's happening right now. He doesn't care about anything that you guys did or didn't do. He sees
just
a
wants to
strong
fight.
opponent in front of him and he wants to fight.
Oh.
Urias, bad.
Bad Urias. Sprays water on him.
Sprays
You see
liquid
that he
blood.
has already warmed up on all the fucking guardians that you guys walked around. Everything lies dead and dismembered into a million thousand pieces. Yeah,
Nice.
who's with you guys with a sad smile on her face just says, I can't stop him. In my current state, he is stronger.
What do you require?
I need to regain my strength. That takes time. Urias pipes up. Nonsense. Look at all the humans around you. Just drink. Come on. I'll wait. Give me a fight. Theo just shakes her head.
Iris is getting ready to fight, essentially just cracking her knuckles.
Iris, no.
Urias's eyes immediately shift towards you, Iris. Again, so soon. I appreciate your spirit. And as you blink, he immediately stands in front of you. The human body cannot endure the speed of sound. And it will go unconscious. Allow me to take you for a ride. Urias is trying to grapple you.
What?
Everybody's just. I want to make a point that at this point everyone's just watching this happen.
Yeah, dude,
yup.
I'm about
You
to be
guys
thrown
gonna watch?
again. Are you seriously not helping me this time? This isn't a one-on-one duel,
this actually
motherfuckers.
I'm
works out
considering
for
my
you
options.
perfectly.
Give me a second.
Fuck you guys.
No, no.
Your fault.
If Urias takes you for a ride, I can get her and all of us out safely,
Dude.
near instantly.
It's
You just
okay,
have
you're
to
used to
distract-
getting thrown. It's okay, Iris, you're used to getting thrown. You
No.
might have proficiency.
You know what? It's almost
And
entirely
it's
optional.
Alright, fine,
Somebody
Lucretia's
going
gonna
to
help
help
you. Yeah, Lucretia's gonna help with the tower shield.
Yeah, tower shield charge him. You know, remember times when you helped me and did that
as
get
you
Yeah, you
followed
see,
around?
that's probably
help,
gonna do jack
To
shit.
help Iris, you knock Urias back a good 10-15 feet. He just
Oh.
stands there and spreads his arm with a hearty chuckle. All of you then, come on, let's go. Give me a fight. I will have what I want one way or another. As he says that, you see that Ciel behind you. He has extended her arm forward. She is apparently trying to cast something. You see that Urias's body is starting to distort in unnatural ways. It seems like she's trying to damage him from the inside. This is probably her ability to manipulate blood. Urias seems to be struggling for a moment, and then he just casts invulnerability on himself to keep himself together.
Lucretia just kind of looks absolutely done.
This entire time, Vendrick is just standing next to the woman, not attempting to help you guys at all.
Bedrick, what the fuck?
Yana
Iris
is also
mean-
standing next to the woman, but she is attempting to help you guys, but she's not gonna move.
Thank you for that.
Alyssia is also standing next to a woman contemplating her existence.
Oh my god. Fine, I'll get thrown again.
No, it's okay.
I want to see him throw you, and then I'll help.
Fuck you.
God damn it.
Is this all the campaign's gonna be remembered for? Iris getting thrown.
It's like every
Yes.
single fucking
And
powerful
swivel
monster,
chairs.
Iris must be
And wiggle
thrown
chairs.
once.
Yes, I'd wiggle chest.
Also, Lucretia is just, in her mind, she's just like, finally, I'm the frontline fighter.
Also, like, what the fuck do you expect me to do against someone who is invulnerable?
Fine, okay. Vendrick almost sighs, putting the paper into the other hand, raises up his left one and goes, if you're gonna fight weaklings, at least fight them fairly.
Oh boy.
Arcane yeet.
Arcane. It's like, haha, little ball
Jesus.
pong. It's like, big talk, Vendrick. Big talk.
Can he roll a con?
Sorry, I want to point
17.
out that I had a 55% chance of doing it.
He failed.
He's now tiny.
Kick?
Oh,
What?
in that case, he uses his legendary ability.
No, keep him
Succeeds.
tiny. No.
Teeny tiny boss.
I wanted him to stay tiny but still kick our ass. It's
just
like,
a
oh god,
midget.
the child is so strong.
You're right. It's turned
Currently,
into a
Iris
midget.
and Lucretia, since you guys are in front, the 12
I'm in front of
begin
Iris.
peppering you with punches and kicks left and right. And
in front
they're
of Iris.
basically flanking you by using each other.
Fuck. What the
He's
fuck?
using himself to
What
flank
the
you.
fuck are those? Oh my
I'm
God.
assuming that you guys are fighting back to back so you don't get fully surrounded. So on one side, Iris, you see three Urias is punching and kicking and you're just trying to juke and jive and block their attacks. On the other side, Lucretia, your shield is up and there's just two Uriases who are slamming hard against it, keeping you in check, while the third one is trying to swoop from the side and you're trying to keep him at bay with your weapon.
I will set myself on fire, I swear to God.
Yana, can you
That's a very
teleport
obvious
us
thing to do.
in front of them all?
Suddenly, a portal opens up directly below us, and we fall through it and land on our feet in front of them, and then I guess combo move.
Yep. So Iris attempts to bring all three like talisman walls to join with your shield. It's like fireball sort of deal.
Explosion!
So the 6 Uriases that
1,000,000%.
got trapped immediately get vaporized into the pretty much hot pot you guys just made. Uriases that are left, about 6 of them, clap their hands excitedly and just applaud. Wonderful. More.
Yana's just gonna lean over to Vendrick and say, "It's kind of weird that he's clapping."
Speaking of people that are party poopers, you see that on the edge of the mansion, a small army is starting to gather. You see that the jailers are apparently mobilized and they're coming. By the way, as the jailers begin to approach you, spot somebody that's shouting orders and leading them that you may or may not recognize.
I don't recognize him. Who is he?
Oh yeah, it's been a while. That's Tristan Telboff from the Telboff house.
It's the guy who
Is it Telboff
invited us to meet with his.
That's Dracula, because I just finished that series yesterday. The end was worth it, by the way, guys.
The end isn't worth it.
As for the army that is behind him, it's a familiar monster that you saw when you first came here.
Oh, those are fun.
Yeah, they are.
Wait, it's a bunch of those and him, and that's it?
By a bunch of those, I mean there's literally about 200 or 300 shadows that are stumbling towards you, and they're all huge.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, like, is he the only one that isn't one of those?
Nope. And as soon as he starts yelling orders for them to kill everybody at the mansion, he immediately starts retreating because he knows what's trapped inside that mansion, and he doesn't wanna, you know, get fucking destroyed instantly.
So he hasn't seen the fact that Urias here as well.
No, he actually hasn't. He just shouted out orders from assumingly what he thinks is a safe distance, and immediately ran off.
Haha, I'm a huge
As for
pussy.
why these things are being sent there, as you can imagine, they're not living beings, they're constructs, so they're perfect for this situation.
I have a plan.
My plan is to get other constructs to do my bidding and then run away like a bitch.
What's this? Who dares interrupt our fun? Your ass doesn't seem amused.
I think they're giant robots.
I think they're constructs.
Basically the
Strange you
same
thought
thing.
this view would be enough to take you.
I don't think they know he's here.
How boring. Sending toys to do a man's job. Pathetic.
From what I've seen, there's not many men within this place anymore.
Sexist.
Considering only a woman decided to fight me, I'm inclined to agree.
Wait, what is like?
Let's do it.
Wait,
And he
let's-
grabs, suddenly
like
reaches out, the
Wait.
shadows disappear, there's only one Urias. He grabs you by the collar on the back of your neck and starts walking forward towards the army of constructs.
He's
What are you
gonna throw
doing?
you. Haha, you're gonna get thrown again.
Come on,
Also,
this
to answer
should
your
be a
question,
good
Sibby,
warm-up.
yes, there are
Before
no
we
men
continue
here.
our fight, let's deal with them.
You better throw him.
Pearl. I'm gonna see a fucking cricket.
By the way,
overarm.
Iris, you are not under your own power. He's literally carrying you in the air, like you weigh like 5 kilograms or something.
Expert to
see.
throw his ass right now.
Can I try?
into the sky.
It's like, can I at least try to go you first and basically grab his arm, twist, and try judo throwing him into
You
it
can.
instead? Of course, I'm
Okay,
planning
roll
on joining
for it.
him, but you know, right? Just roll attack.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just do a Mjolnir, throw him and then fly after. By holding on to him. Don't worry, it makes perfect sense.
Okay, so describe what happens.
So essentially, as she's being carried, she sneaks her arm around, locks her knee between his joint, bends it so she's feet are on the ground, pick him up, center of gravity, and then judo tosses him, and then jumps after him into the crowd of constructs.
As you, for some reason, do that, yes, your GM is questioning the logic here.
Fuck you!
Yeah,
I've
even
been
Why
thrown
would you
again.
fuck
Questioning what the fuck is happening
It was gonna.
right now.
She was gonna get thrown there anyway. She wanted to do preemptive.
Yeah, it's like you first, like toying, like sort of thing. It's like, haha, you first.
Haha, you're not throwing me. You can't throw me if I throw you first.
You can't fire me. I quit.
basically.
Shit, where is it? Give me a sec. Right. As Urias is being flung with your surprise attack, Iris, he laughs as he flies through the air and pretty much superhero lands on top of a few of those giant constructs that immediately burst and blow up into 1,000 pieces of debris, like shrapnel, hitting everything around them and damaging the other machines. As Urias lands, he just once again laughs, creates copies of himself, and starts smashing and destroying the machines around him, causing a ripple effect in their numbers as you dash inside the carnage and start fighting as well. What are the rest of you guys doing, by the way?
Well, Vendrick's going to turn to rest of the party, and in particular to the woman we just saved. You know, you did say you couldn't take him in your current form. I suppose now would be a good time to leave.
She looks a little confused at everything that's happening and just says, "Things seem very different than before my imprisonment. Is this normal?"
For them it is. I'd close your eyes, by the way.
She just nods and closes her eyes.
Good. And I put the paper onto her forehead, and we are back in the ziggurat. Teleport, we outie.
We out, you boys. What
Anyone
about
want to
Gareth,
come
by
with
the way?
me, or
Yana does.
Alyssia, you want to come with me?
Sure, Alyssia will come with you.
I will
About
be
you,
fine.
Lucretia?
Carry on.
Iris,
Lucretia
you
is
can
gonna
come if you want,
sit
unless
back,
Urias,
and if
you know, dispels it.
Iris needs assistance, she'll provide it. But she's basically just gonna let Iris have her fun in this situation.
You hear Urias laugh as the fight is going on. He's using one of the torn off limbs from those giant constructs to beat another one down into the ground, and he shouts towards you, Lucretia. "You there, the morally conflicted girl, throw that cart over here!"
What the? I do as he says, but I'm just like, morally conflicted.
Morally conflicted? I'm not morally conflicted. Flashback to crying in a vampire's arms and it gives you cuddles for once in your life. It's like,
You
That's
value cuddles too highly, Ash.
As you use, I'm assuming, your miracles to fling the giant cart that's still invisible, by the way, towards him. He catches it and uses it, swings it around a couple of times, destroying half the cart in the process, but now that there's a lot of sharp, pointy stuff embedded into the invisible cart and they're just very awkwardly sticking out. He then looks towards you and says, "Iris, catch!" And he throws the giant weapon at you.
Lucretia narrows her eyes as he's doing this and just mumbles, "Wait a second, that was alright."
I love how she's so used to Iris doing stupid shit. It's like, yeah, I'll do it. Wait, why did I do that for him?
By the way,
No, I just
Iris,
put my
there's,
shield down and sit
There's
down.
500 kilograms of death and spiky things that are falling towards you.
Oh.
I'm going to cast Enhance Ability Strength.
Ah, nice.
Iris,
So-
make me an
Bull
attack roll,
strength.
see if you can manage that shit.
Well, upgraded
I'm assuming
strength.
that you're not trying to catch it, you're just trying to hit it and use it as projectile, just slap it towards the enemies like bullets.
Essentially.
You have advantage on the strength check, and your carrying capacity doubles if
Oh,
that
if you want,
helps.
you can try to catch it then.
Oh, nice. So I have advantage. Let's see. 20.
Iris, the ground beneath you creaks and you sink a couple of centimeters, but you manage to catch the giant ball of death. What do you do with it?
Well, essentially, I'm gonna twist my arms, start swinging it about, and then basically bowling ball it through the army.
As you do that, you see that Urias is laughing. He's enjoying the sight of that very much. However, these contracts are pretty heavy, so as soon as you start steamrolling 4 or 5 of them, you see that the cart is starting to literally fall apart. So he uses his magic to mend it in while it's still in motion, and it's slowing down, but the cart is still intact. If you give it a few good kicks, maybe it's gonna keep going.
I'm gonna give Lucretia like a thumbs up. It's like, come on, join, have a bit of fun.
Lucretia just shakes her head. She's gonna summon some food and water though. She's just gonna start drinking as
just
some
watch
water
this
as
show.
she just sits down. Basically, she's just in case anything like that happens, she'll cast emergency miracles on Iris.
Well, Iris is gonna go and drop kick for Cart again.
As you do and continue giving it momentum, it just goes steamrolling through the trees. And not only knocks down all the trees in the way, but it's just slamming the giant constructs out of the way. And as it does, suddenly you find that cliff that you were so hoping for earlier. The cart rolls off it and slams, crushing another 5 or 6 of those giant constructs along with it. The cart is finally destroyed.
By the way, I've been wondering, what does everything look like in, the spirit, realm sort of deal?
Well, considering this forest is pretty much a death zone and this is not the normal world, the spirit realm pretty much does not exist, at least not in this forest, it's dead.
But I suspect that people and stuff stand out like beacons in it then?
Yep, pretty much.
I suspect Urias is kind of like one of those.
Urias is undead.
Ah, so
He has no soul.
so they don't give off that sort... Oh, so undead can't use ki.
He's invisible.
Huh. Can I sense anything apart from Lucretia then?
Oh, you can sense her. You can sense there's half a person there.
Oh my god. Wait, do I seriously only have half my soul?
Actually, does it look worrying? It's like...
Well, when you look at her, there seems to be a giant black hole in the middle of her body and like something is missing.
Like a
worrying.
really big black hole? Like
Oh.
exactly how worryingly big?
We're
How many
talking
more
the dark side, motherfucker. Something
How
ain't
many-
right there.
How many more pieces of my soul can I rip away?
Well,
I want to start selling more pieces of my soul, Experta.
My god demands it,
Don't worry about
Experta. My god
No,
demands.
just out of character, I want to do it. I want to fuck myself over because it's interesting. Who gives a
Right.
shit?
Cake.
See, guys, this is how you know it's a true acolyte. Picked up the best habit in roleplay. Fucking
It
yourself
takes
over.
about 2 hours, but eventually there's no more machines rolling around. You're not sure exactly how many you got or what exactly happened, but by the time you blink and realize it's already over, Iris, and you and Urias are standing on a pile of nuts, bolts, and, well, pretty much scrap metal and oil and all sorts of disgusting body parts that were stuck to those beings. You and him are just surveying, and since you're so high up on that pile of scrap that you can see over the treetops and sort of overlooking the horizon as you're standing quietly next to each other. He has his arms crossed and he just goes, I like you. Do you wanna be my underling?
I have bigger dreams than that, Urias.
Hmm. He doesn't say anything else, he just nods and looks back towards the landscape. I can't remember the last time I was so entertained. I'm still a little angry though.
About what?
You freed the most powerful being in this entire community and you prevented me from fighting her.
How do you know she's powerful? In a fighting sense, I mean.
She's the only one here who's older than me.
Why didn't you free her before?
I can't.
She waits for a moment to see if he would elaborate. I mean, apart from the door, but I
He
suspect there's many
quietly
other
looks
ways.
towards you and says, you saw the seal, didn't you?
Yeah,
I didn't
true.
want to sacrifice my family just to sate my lust for battle.
oh. I see. Yeah, I was selfish. I mean, in the group, I mean. breaking the seal, not wanting to, isn't selfish. They were all talking about what to give up, and I knew exactly what it was that was most important to me. I have too much need of it.
We all have some things we're not willing to let go. You know, it's funny. My kin call me a monster, and yet none of them could break the seal if they want to because they value their blood. I'm probably the only one in this community that had something else to sacrifice but didn't want to. He looks toward Iris and says, "What do you think, Iris? Am I a monster?"
I have to admit, you may have to work on your whole battle lust a little bit, but you're honourable. You're much more, I hope this isn't an offence, but human than everybody else.
You see, he suddenly breaks out in a laugh. He then reaches out with one of your leg and kicks you off the pile of monsters.
That's a revenge!
Do you land on your feet? I'm assuming
Yeah.
you want to land on your feet.
Yeah.
Lucretia will catch you.
Do I land in her arms, bridal style?
Yes.
Go ahead, I will allow it.
It's like that's. I didn't know you felt that way. She says jokingly.
He looks down towards you from the huge mountain and says, "Become stronger, Iris. I'll be waiting." And with that, he just jumps into the air and disappears into the night sky. It almost feels like he went to the moon, because vampires somehow disappear when they're in moonlight. Don't question it.
She nods and then goes, "Lucretia, you are gonna have to be
this
my
is
new
sparkling.
cart."
I drop you.
Ah! Come on, you're the one who broke the cart. She
A
just giggled.
portal opens.
Iris is rushing over to quickly follow before she's left behind.
Everybody with their fucking portals, man. Nobody
Oh,
fucking walks.
that's okay. She only has dimension doors, so it's going to be a long walk for her.
Oh,
She
you
could
have
skip a
dimension
few-
doors?
No, you
Skip
see,
a few miles.
I have dimension door about 3 times.
Yeah, so you can skip, a couple miles.
So yeah, it's every couple miles they come out with the thing and she's like, "Oh come on, you have to admit it was sort of fun." It disappear again, reappear. Lucretia, come on, that wasn't my fault. You joined in too.
As you are using Dimension Door and eventually run out, you see that the Forest Guardian wasn't very pleased because he can sense magic and he's actually highly intelligent and can speak. The monster that Vendrick scouted and pretty much assessed that all of you are fucked if you fight him,
Except me, of course.
standing directly in front of you, Lucretia and Iris. He suddenly
Greetings.
leans down on his giant club and is snorting some hot air in your faces and is about to get medieval on your asses when suddenly you see that a disintegration ray is fired off from the sky and instantly obliterates him on the spot. And you get the feeling that that was probably your ass as he was leaving.
Okay. We continue walking.
There's a giant hole where this thing was.
So yeah, he disappears and we're still talking. It's like, come on, I'll get you some good food when we get back.
Sorry, allow me to do the background. music.
Power!
Fucking.
As you guys are
Drive by
walking the
hero.
last couple of miles back to the mansion, by the way, the slurping sound returns and she is just walking with you as you guys are returning to the mansion.
What?
Slurp, slurp.
They got
She's
the
with you
bodyguard
as you
to
guys
us.
are walking back to the mansion.
Oh yeah, what's happening inside Vendrick's pocket dimension?
Yeah, what is happening inside Vendrick's pocket?
Oh, I just took you back to the ziggurat, and the door for which is currently in the center of the mansion's atrium. So I can just step right out of my ziggurat into the mansion and be chilling in a sofa if I wanted.
So I guess Lucretia and Iris are the last ones to get back home.
Wait, so the most wanted vampire of all time is now chilling inside the mansion of our thing.
Well, she's in the ziggurat. I told her, she can leave and you're welcome, stressing the fact that you owe me one, but she can leave the ziggurat if she wants to. Just not a good idea.
Yeah, well, since it's a terrible idea, she's gonna say, I'll probably stay here for a bit. If you don't
tell
mind.
her. I'll tell her the way to go to get to the human thralls. Probably hungry.
Actually,
she-
oh yeah,
She
sorry.
nods because she's very polite, even though she pretty much read your mind and knows everything now.
It's a fucking dragon!
More like an ancient wyvern.